Hey guys, Jazz back with another video. In this video, we're gonna go over the cards I plan on sending to PSA. Some on this month's order to PSA, some on the next month. And just I'm gonna talk about some stuff. Like yesterday, I think I said to comment on a video. I think I did something wrong in the video where I said, "Is it suitable for kids?" I thought it was just like, "Can kids watch the video?" I put yes, but it kind of like made it a kids video. And I think it wasn't allowing for comments to come in. I fixed that on the channel. I was really confused. It's been a while since I posted a video, and there's new options and new stuff. So yeah, that was one of the things. So basically here we have football. I got it broken down into quarterbacks and non-QBs. QBs are your big investments. You can still make money. Like these are really cheap cards that I got for really good prices that I'm just going to send in. If you get PSA 10s, again, a lot of people won't send a lot of these cards to PSA. So you can get a lot of potential because you'll be one of the only ones that have PSA 10s of those certain players. So even though like skill positions and defensive players aren't the most sought after in the hobby, you can still make, good change. You're not gonna make like crazy insane money like you can on some of the quarterbacks, but you can still make some money off non-QBs in the hobby as well. This is like basketball. This is like random sets, and then like select on the bottom. This is optic and prism over here. Now here we got some cards that most likely will go on the next run. These are like lower end guys. So these guys, whenever you send them to get graded, for guys like this, like Keyshawn Johnson, he's a guy who might not even be on the team next year, might not be in the NFL next year. Who knows? So you got to be real careful to send some of these guys, and then you got to make sure that they're going to get a 10 because a 9 really is going to get you much more. You want to actually make sure that these cards are a 10 if you're going to send them. Again, this is the field level, which is one of the best buys you can do because a lot of these are undervalued. Like quarterbacks, like some of the quarterbacks, if they have a field level, it says it in the back, basically it'll say field level. That's like the premier set out of the cards. And then if you get a hollow one of this, these go for way more than like concourse and premier. So this is the one you want to go after. And these generally outperform the prism silvers in the long run. But the problem is that in a lot of times these actually cost less than the prism, especially in football. Field level silvers go for less than prism silvers early on in the year, like when they're both competing against each other. In the long run, these turn out to go for more for the most part. Depends on the player. Everything's, player sensitive. But again, got a Keyshawn. We got a red, white, and blue of Devin Bush, a high pick in this year's draft. Marquise Blair, I think he's a second round pick. Again, some of these cards I got in lots for like $1. And I got like 5 cards. Again, these are nice cards. This is a number to 199 prism, second round pick. The card goes out there. He gets a PSA 10. You get, a card that I paid like 50 cents for, go for 40, 30, 40, 50 bucks. Obviously, you got to pay for grading, which, costs some money, between $11 and $13 to get the card graded. Hopefully it comes back PSA 10. You can make some money. Danny Amendola, I believe this is to 149. And again, one thing you want to do too when you're collecting or when you're buying stuff is matching. You see this is actually the same color as the jersey, exact color is the exact red that the jerseys are. So again, when you're going for stuff like this, if you can match jersey colors, pretty good. Similar with the Patriots, red, white, and blue. This is a red, white, and blue. The Patriots colors are basically red, white, and blue. Matches the uniform. This one's out of 199. One of their draft picks from this year, well, not 2020, but 2019 draft picks. Bryce Love, again, matches the uniform. Again, I paid like $1 for some of these cards, and I bought them in lots where I just paid like $1.25 with shipping and everything. So again, this one's to 149, matches the uni. Another skill possession player, Benny Snell. Benny Snell again. Miles Sanders. And then first round pick, Montez Sweat, which I think he's going to be a premier pass rush. But I think these are most likely. So I have a lot of cards that I have coming in. So I'll probably do like a mail day in the future. I have a lot of videos planned about. Got a mail day. I got a bunch of mail that should be coming in. So I'll show you guys some of the new cards. Those are most likely, most of them get graded. If I'm not pretty confident that they'll go as PSA, they could get PSA 10s. I'll just, sell them right away and try to get money and make more profit off of them already. And the ones that I think are really good candidates to get 10s, I send them off to get graded. Again, I send these guys to a guy named Clay Cards. It's for $11 a card. He actually gets the cards, inspects them, and lets me know which ones he doesn't think. He's really good at what he does. He gets over 90% 10s. He'll send the cards. He'll send me back the ones. He'll basically tell me not to send the ones he doesn't believe will get PSA 10s. Now we're going to get into the football non-quarterback stuff. This is Terry McLaurin's skill position, wide receiver for the Redskins. This is not numbered, but it's silver. This is Phenomenon insert. Really like these. I have a couple of quarterback coming soon. You'll see Tony Pollard right here, silver. This is the bottom level, but again, a silver. Cowboys. Cowboys sell really a lot in the hobby. They got the biggest fan base, obviously. So again, things like that you want to look for. People who have big fan bases, like the Cowboys are the biggest team. So whenever you get Cowboy stuff for dirt cheap, basically I pay hardly nothing. This came in a lot, probably for like $2. Had like 10 cards. This was in there. He's a Cowboy running back, skill position. Get it graded. Next year, maybe Zeke gets hurt. He's starting. This card could really cost a lot of money. So again, you want to look at stuff like that, like fan bases. In basketball, you got a lot of like European players and stuff like that. Those players have not only the teams behind them, they have like countries behind them. So people who are looking in overseas, or people here in the United States who are from that, a German or something, and there's a German player, that they actually go for a lot more. You'll see some of these prices. If you look like Lucas Amonic and stuff like that, his price he goes for more than what a normal person at his, what he's played for goes for. Catching fire right here, Hunter Renfrow. But again, Raiders have a big fan base. This one's numbered to 35. It's not, Phoenix is not like one of the premier ones. This card cost me $1. Numbered to 35. Hunter Renfrow again. Nobody really goes after these Phoenixes. Like, it's not a huge, compared to like Select, Prism, and stuff like that. But number 35, I like blue. Blues is a parallel that a lot of people do chase in a lot of different sets. David Montgomery, running back. Again, field level silver. Another Tony Pollard. This one is actually field level silver. We got Devin Bush, one of the best defensive players drafted in 2019 class. Field level silver. Debo, who's an absolute tank this year. Field level silver. Nick Bosa. And again, most of these cards I got for $1 or less. Nick Bosa silver. Preston Williams. This one is to number 99. The 99s in field level red, white, and blues are actually number to 99. We got tie-dye. Love tie-dyes. This is out of 25 right here. Nice looking card, and he actually sells pretty well. He was having a really good year. He was, I think, undrafted or something, and he had like 600 receiving yards, and he got hurt. He had like a 100-yard receiving game, whatever, but he got hurt, so he probably has a good, bright future. His cards pretty sell for a decent amount for a player of his caliber who wasn't drafted and stuff like that. His cards do sell very well. I think I bought these in a lot of 4 cards for like $10 or something like that. So a really good deal I got for those. This is a Devin White Prism. This is the red. These can be numbered to like out of 20, but again, these are not numbered. These are retail exclusive. Reds, these are very rare. I think the blues are a little bit more rare. Blues are either out of 5 or 10, and I think the reds are either out of 10 or 25 to 20, 25 or something like that. But again, they're not actually numbered, but these are very rare ones. And again, those are great deals to look for, like this, like the retail blues, the retail reds, because they're really short print, and a lot of people get these, pull these, and don't know that they're short print cards. They figure that they're like $1, $2 cards. They put them up there, even though I did get this for real cheap, had like $1, $2 anyway, if I recall. But again, for like quarterbacks and stuff, often people put these up on eBay, labeled, and you can get like quarterback ones out of red that are like out of 20 and get them dirt cheap because people don't know what they're listing. We got Brian Burns, another defensive player who had a really good year. This is pink auto. This is a retail exclusive auto. Ed Oliver, top 10 pick right here out of 75 autograph. Again, I paid a couple dollars for some of these cards. Andy Isabella. A lot of these are buying lots, and they just get thrown in there with a bunch. I might be chasing one card, and these basically are just throw-ins out of 50. Nice patch right there. It's a thicker stock card right there. Got a Devin White again. This one is out of 149. This one is numbered. This is an autograph, nice looking card. Most of these I got for a few dollars, nothing too crazy. It's a nice little shine. It's another retail exclusive. There's a Devin White Prism, Ice. I think these are to 99. Yeah, out of 99, these are a nice looking card. This is an older card I recently picked up. This with Joe Burrow coming there. I mean, he was coming on last year. He had a couple of good games. I think Joe Burrow comes in there, he lights it up. He can have a Tyreek Hill type of year. So I picked this one up. This is an on-card auto of John Ross. Nice looking card. Again, picked it up for a few bucks, nothing too crazy. These are quarterbacks. Again, most of my top quarterback stuff, like my really good quarterback stuff, I pretty much already, have it sitting at PSA. I got a lot of big cards sitting at PSA already for quarterbacks. This is this is a Jake Delgado. I don't even know how to pronounce the guy's name. But again, quarterbacks, I got this for like $1. If this guy, all you need is a quarterback to get hurt, him to get thrown in, to have few couple good games. And if you have a PSA 10, you're the only one with a PSA 10 of this guy, and it's a numbered card. out of 35. Again, I'm not going to have a bunch of his cards going over there, but always good to have something of every quarterback, because you never know what he's going to get thrown out there and have a couple of good games. And all you need is one good game. To be honest with you, some of these quarterbacks, when they're named starters, their price is double already. So, and then they actually go out there and perform, their prices could skyrocket. And again, you're one of the few ones who have actually a PSA 10 version of his sitting out there, low numbered card. Why not? Just throw it out there. I'm not sending a bunch of his stuff, but I am going to send one of his, because, you know, you never know if he has a hot streak, quarterback in front of him gets hurt, anything could happen. You get thrown out there. Same thing with Will Grier. You got Teddy over there, but Will Grier is a guy who I'm high on. I have a few Will Grier's cards. I actually really like Will Grier. He's a like third or fourth round pick or something like that. And this is the insert mythical. I love the mythical insert. I have one of Dwayne Haskins numbered out of 25. I got a couple of Daniel Jones sitting at PSA of these as well. I love that insert. Easton Stick, same thing. I'm not a big believer in, I forget the Oregon quarterback, but I don't really like him that much, the Oregon quarterback. So Easton Stick is still part of the Chargers. This one's numbered to 99. Again, similar to the other card, this guy, you know, maybe comes in. And again, a lot of people are, the preseason might not really happen how it normally happens. We might not get training camps and all that stuff. So these rookie quarterbacks might not come in and start. So the rookies from last year, like this guy going to be on the Chargers, he might actually start the season as a starter, because maybe the other quarterback hasn't had enough time to learn the playbook and stuff like that. So with the coronavirus, a lot of different opportunities. Same thing with a lot of the other rookies from last year. The new quarterbacks like Joe Burrow's coming in. If he doesn't have a training camp, he doesn't play. He plays like one preseason game. Maybe they don't throw him out there to begin the season. Maybe they throw out like a Ryan Finley or something like that. So keep that in mind. Here we got a Donruss. I just recently picked this one up. It was a lot of 2. This one was the best one. The other one had a little dent corner, so this is the best one I have. Nothing too special, but again, Kyler Murray's hot right now. His stuff sells for a lot. We got Gardner Minshew. This is from like the Black Friday packs. Yeah, or Black Friday right there. This one's out of 99. I bought this in a lot for like 4 of the Gardner Minshew's, and I bought this for like $5, the lot of 4. There was one of them numbered to 25, which I sold for $30. So again, this is basically free cards, because I already sold the main card up there, and I only got it for $5, and I sold the main card for $30. Again, all these deals are out there if you're just looking. It's a Gardner Minshew Select out of 149. I love this, the blue on this. And again, blue parallels are very popular among collectors for some reason. They often, even if the numbers are lower, let's say like the number to 99, red, white, and blue, this one will probably outperform it in sales, because this one's a more sought after parallel. The blue, I don't know why people, I mean, my favorite color is blue too, but I don't know why it sells for more in the hobby. Again, this is an insert, select insert, silver. We got a select insert of Daniel Jones. This is just the base one. And these are 2 more of the silver variations of the same one. Got Dwayne Haskins Prism. This is a green. This is retail exclusive, but this one is like the more common one. Other than the blue and the red are already rare. The green isn't as much. The green is probably similar to this one right here that I have, Dwayne Haskins, the disco parallel. Again, these are retail colors. And we're gonna end it with a Dwayne Haskins tie-dye select. It basically says he was the first round pick, 15th, number 15th. This one's 5 out of 20. Love tie-dyes. This is an insert only. Obviously, the base ones of a base card will actually go for more. If you have like the field level tie-dye, be a lot more valuable. All right, we're going to jump on over to some of the basketball. Here we have like some of the random sets, which is the college RJ Barrett. This is not numbered orange. We have RJ Barrett. I think this is the white silver wave. I think they call it, out of 299. Again, I think I had jumped in a break a long time ago. I randomly got the Knicks, and these are the cards I got. This one, draft picks first came out, so we're talking like September or something like that. I don't remember what day. It's a random Sekou, who I'm high on, has a high ceiling. He was just outside of a lottery pick. Nice looking card. Again, I like this insert. You know, a $1 card. Basically, pay $1 for this. Hey, you get a PSA 10, is worth like $30-40. Make a little money off of it. There's another guy who I'm high on. I believe he wasn't even drafted, Nas Reed. If he was, he's late, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't drafted. But he was averaging like 12 points a game for the T-Wolves towards the end of the year. He was having a really good rookie season. So, I mean, this is a player who doesn't have a lot of cards of. This is another thing. He doesn't have a lot of cards. He's not in a lot of products. If he is in products, he's usually just autograph. I think Select is the only product that he's actually in that he has base cards in. Other than that, if he's in Prism or Optic, is just an autograph, and usually one of the lower end autograph type cards. But in Select is the only product that he's actually in, but he only has like the base level. He only has Concourse. So you're gonna see him. He's in some of my select stuff. But again, RJ Barrett, Black Friday, got this for real cheap. You know, get a 10, do well. Same thing, Sekou Infinite, a $1 card. It does well if it gets a PSA 10. Same thing with Carson Edwards. I got this in a 155 Boston Celtics lot with all rookies. Again, PSA 10. This is a short print. This is the court side. Same thing with Taco Fells. I got him in that same 100-something Boston Celtics rookies. Again, gets a PSA 10. This does very well. Luka Samanic, he's one of those European players I was telling you guys about that sells better than you would think for a player of his caliber. This is a Scope Select. And again, this is all Nas Reed. And again, this Nas Reed, his only base cards in the Timberwolves uniform is in Select. And it's only in the concourse. He doesn't have Premier, and he doesn't have courtside. So he has a very limited amount of cards he's going to have. So if this guy ever does good, this is the only true base cards that he has as rookies. I have a bunch of these. These are all tricolors. Got some number ones. This one's numbered out of $2.99. Again, a couple bucks for some of these cards. He blows up. It does well. This is Grant Williams, one of the Celtics rookies. They got a lot of rookies. This one's to $149. Again, a couple dollars. I got that in that same 176 card Boston Celtics. I think I paid like $70-something and I think like $40 shipping. Again, I had cards in there I've already sold for like $50. Another card that sold for like $30. I've already sold a bunch of these cards. I already made profit on that lot, and I got a bunch of cards basically for free that I'm sending out to get graded. Same thing with Jalen Noel. I'm not going to send a lot of Jalen Noels, but again, it's good to have a PSA 10 of a player, a couple of PSA 10s. You never know when they start. They have a little hot streak, and you got PSA 10s just sitting waiting to get thrown out there. People overpay because of the hype. Kyle Guy is a guy who's killing the G League, who's averaging like 20-something points in the G League. Again, I have a couple of Kyle Guys. Similar thing. He's a guy who's probably not going to have a lot of PSA 10s out there. Good to go. If he starts going high, he's a shooter. He's a really good shooter. He could have a decent NBA career. You know, he could have a hot streak and, you know, go off for 20, 30 points for a couple games, and his stuff just blows up. Nasir Reed, again, a guy who was very highly touted coming out of high school. Didn't have the greatest college year. It's out of 49. I got this in a lot as well. This is a lottery pick. I think it's like the 7th overall pick, Jarrett. This one's out of 49. We got a Tremont Waters, another guy who's killing the G League. He was averaging around 20 points in the G League. Numbered out of 25. Again, that tie-dye looks great. And again, I think I paid like $11 for this card right here. Again, he starts doing well in the NBA. That stuff, even a PSA 10, I'm going to profit off if this comes back a PSA 10. But then if he also starts playing well, this could turn to a couple $100, you know. But right now, if I just get a PSA 10, I'll probably get like $60, $70 from it. I paid $11 plus the grading. You see why you get cards graded. We got Jackson Hayes. It's a pink hyper, nothing too special. Paid like $1 for this. Cam Reddish, the waves out of the Optic. We got a Sekou, the same one. We got Rui, again, another guy. Rui with the same thing, but Rui has a following because he's Asian, he's Japanese. So, you know, not only the Wizards, not only people who like his game from Gonzaga, who watched him in college, but then you also have the Japanese people who are probably looking out. Anybody in America that's Japanese is probably a Rui fan who's out there looking for his cards. Again, you get a PSA 10. Value is very high. Another Rui. We got some RJs. We got 3 RJs. I got a bunch of RJs coming to mail. So in the future mail that you're going to see some of my RJs. Don't have a lot of RJ right now, but again, in this pile, I got like 4 or 5. Nothing too crazy. One of the guys you won't see is like Zion and Ja. Again, I don't like to focus on where everybody's focused on, because then you could get hidden gems, real cheap for other players, because everybody's focused on Zion and Ja, and you can get really good deals on other players. Again, Kyle Guy, I'll let you guys know he was killing the G League. We got Sekou. We got a Kunderi. A lot of these were throwing cards that I got hypers. Hey, it looks good. Hey, you get a PSA 10, you can make some money off of it. Cameron Johnson, a lottery pick. Jackson Hayes, a lottery pick. These are photo variations, both of these. So this is a different picture in here than the normal base card. So they go for a little bit more. But again, I got these for like $1, or maybe they were in lots that I bought. Another Kyle Guy, dollar card. Isaiah Roby, another dollar silver. Again, you get a PSA 10, goes for a lot more. Kyle Guy auto, another Kyle Guy auto. We got Rui right here. I'm just trying to speed through these because the video is getting pretty long. I don't want it to be super long. It's Orange Ice, which is out of the Ice from retail. Is one of the rarest one, other than the green, obviously. This one's a Purple Wave, which is one of the better parallels to have. And again, it matches the purple uniform for Kyle Guy. Nice looking card. Rui Hachimura, again, red, white, and blue. Matches the uniform, red, white, and blue. This is a numbered to $2.99 Kyle Guy. Again, a guy who's killing the G League, really good shooters, and this is a shooters NBA we're in right now. Ignis Brazikas, he sells pretty well for what he is, a second-round pick who barely played, but he was killing the G League as well. A lot of guys were destroying the G League. Again, he's a I think he's like German descent or something like that. He played for Michigan and stuff like that, but I do believe I know he's European descent. So again, a bigger following, people who, you know, fans of him just because of, you know, what his race is. And here we got a crazier looking card. This is an old school card. I got this card for $1. I got 2 of these cards for $1. I had a blue one that was numbered to 175, and I had this one that's numbered to 50. This one's like really well centered, so I'm gonna send this one to get graded. The other one that I got in this lot for $1, I actually sold for $10 already. So already in the profit. Again, basically he's gonna pay for this grading cost and whatever that comes back. That card will probably sell. If it comes back PSA 10, this card could be over $100. Who knows? There's not a lot of these out there. So if somebody's looking to collect the coach, one of the best coaches of all time, there you go. Eric Pascal. This was going to be my PC other than Darius Garland. This was going to be my main PC. The reason why he wasn't my main PC this year is because he actually started playing well before Prism came out. Because this is one of the guys I targeted before draft. So it was Darius Garland and Eric Pascal. But he was going to be my main one because he was a second-round pick. And I thought he had really good potential. Problem is Warriors had all those injuries. He started playing well way earlier before the product even came out. So his price is already high. Again, I don't like to buy players when they're high, so I didn't get a lot of his because his price is already too high, inflated. I like to get the guys when they're undervalued rather than overvalued. So that's why I don't have a lot of Pascal. His price came down a little bit, and I was able to pick up a couple of Pascals. But again, he was going to be my main PC. But again, he started playing well before the product came out. His prices never went to the price that I wanted to pay for a second-round pick. Cody Martin, again, paid a few dollars for this. This came in a lot, actually. So this is like really cost me a couple dollars. This was numbered out at 149. Again, the player who's nothing too special, but it's a low numbered card. He starts playing well. You got a PSA 10. You can make some money. Same thing with Admiral Schofield. He's playing for the Wizards now. He's actually there. He's not in the G League. Grant Williams, another one. You get a PSA 10. So some players are just there because I want to have PSA 10s of certain players just in case they glow up. And regardless, this card could be a $20 card. A PSA 10 is going to be like 60, 70. So I'm going to profit if it comes back a PSA 10. But in the meantime, while it's getting graded and it comes back, he can actually start going off and the card can turn into a $200, $300 card. So again, it's not all about the top players. You can make a lot of money on a lot of the players. Obviously in football, you want to stick to quarterbacks. And in basketball, you want to get like guards and stuff like that. Big men generally, like centers and power forwards generally, aren't the most collected out there. They want people who score a lot, who doing a lot of fancy plays and doing a lot of crossover, hitting a lot of crazy dunks and threes and stuff like that. So you want to keep that in mind. When you're collecting, obviously it's not all about Ja and Zion. You can make a lot of money off of the other ones. Obviously, yeah, you can make some. But I don't like to, I like to invest in small, get a bunch of these cards. Because if I was heavy into Zion and Ja, my card stack would be like this because their cards are so expensive. I wouldn't have all these cards, possibilities of growing money over here. My card stack would be like this. Obviously, yeah, you'll make some money if the card's 10 or whatever, but I'd rather, diversify all the my card collection. That's just pretty much it. I got a lot of videos. You guys have any comments of videos you would like to see? I want to do stuff like when to buy on eBay versus CompC versus My Slabs, stuff like that. When's the best time to buy a card? Like when these sets come out, like Select just came out, when is the best time? Is it a week after, 2 weeks after, a month later? I'll explain when's the best time. I could do a video of some of my best cards deals that I've gotten on cards. I could make a video of which cards are the best to grade, which grading companies should you send to and when, because there are certain scenarios that you would send out one grading service rather than another one because of price and the time you get the cards back. There's a lot of videos I can make. Again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, the cards that I have sent out. I got more cards coming in that I'll show you guys in a mail day. Probably hold on to them for like a week or two and then show all the cards that I got in. We got a lot of videos to cover this, and also I'm going to start doing sports-related, like the topics of stuff that's going on. Obviously, sports is dead right now, so not much to talk about, but we will get into sports videos going forward, and I'll sprinkle in these sports cards videos, if you guys enjoy them. Again, I really used to enjoy the Madden Mobile and Madden auction house, and basically that's what taught me a lot of the tricks that I do now in sports cards, and it's making me money now, real money instead of virtual money. Where I used to make millions of coins, you know, on Madden Mobile, I could turn a $2 million card and wait and then sell it for 40 million. I'm basically doing the same thing now with real cards and real money. So really exciting time for me, because this is the thing that I enjoy the most about Madden's is the actual auction house and making money. And now I'm actually doing this in the cards and actually making real money with real cards. So really exciting stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you guys did, please make sure to leave a like down below. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Till next time, guys.